I've often thought of it this way. Is this something that I need to talk to Jesus about or talk to others about? And here's something I've learned by way of discipline. Most of the time, it's a conversation between me and Jesus. And here's what I end up doing, is talking to others because I'm afraid to talk to God. And so this becomes part of the battle that we face. And here's another one I thought about. It's what I would call impression management. That's kind of a crazy term, isn't it? And when you think about it, a lot of us struggle in life where here's what we try to do. We try to manage our impression of how others see us. And so we begin to do things so that we can somehow create, if you will, an image about who we are, because I believe there's a struggle going on in really feeling okay about ourselves. We feel insecure, we lack confidence, and I think at the core of it is we lack discipline of Jesus in our lives. So here's what we do. We then start dressing or talking or saying things so that way we'll look better to the world around us, and we'll kind of fool them. I mean, you see people do that, and sometimes the comments they say, the way they act. I want you to know that in maturing, God calls us to engage. So I want you to think about how important it is to become a community, that you and I work together and develop this amazing community we call church that becomes a safe place, a healthy place, a place that we can study and grow and develop together. I want you to think about your willingness to be open to what God would do in your life, to let Him examine you. I hear the Apostle Paul saying in 1 Corinthians chapter 9, Lord, look at my life, so that I am not just, if you will, he says, I don't miss the punch. He's talking about, I want to learn such discipline that if I'm going to throw a punch, I want it to land well, because there's a lot of wasted energy and work just throwing punches into the air. I want you and I to allow the work of the Holy Spirit to take place in our lives. You know, part of maturing is allowing the Holy Spirit to speak into our lives, listening to the Holy Spirit, allowing, if you will, that part of who we are. Because remember, when you and I are saved, we are filled with the Holy Spirit, and there's something very powerful about that. And finally, could you and I learn to be more authentic? Learning to speak to one another, to speak the truth of God's love. And can I say it this way? To stop playing games. I am deeply concerned as a pastor, and I've been doing this for a while, that I see a lot of people in the church playing the game of church, playing the game of spirituality. I want you and I to learn the discipline of being consistent, to grow, to be faithful, to, if you will, do the very things that we've been talking about so that you and I can mature and live this amazing life that God has gifted us with. You realize every breath you take is a gift from God. And why should we ever waste that? Well, once again, our goal is not to master the disciplines, but to become more like Jesus. And I hope that you and I can work together to become more like Him. As you turn and have an amazing opportunity to discuss and review these things, look at the questions that I provided. I've even given you a couple challenges. Your leader is going to present a couple of challenges to you before you leave your meeting this evening or in this afternoon as you're gathering together. I'm looking forward to hearing some of the great reports that's going to come about because of what we're doing together. God bless you.